Hi, this is Paul Randall from SQLskills.com, and I'm recording this course for Pluralsight. This course is about performance troubleshooting in SQL Server using weight statistics, and this is Module 1, the Introduction. First of all, everything in this course is applicable to all versions of SQL Server from SQL Server 2005 onwards, all the way up to SQL Server 2012. If there's anything that's not applicable to certain versions, I'll call that out as we go through the class. So, I'm sure all of you have had requests to troubleshoot performance of SQL Server. Somebody walks up to you and says something like, it feels like the server's running slower than it was last week. I can't actually pinpoint where the problem is, but it just feels like it's running slower. How do you troubleshoot this? Somebody else comes up and says, things are actually running slower, we can tell things are running slower, and we think it's the database. Then, of course, there's the classic, things are running slower, but nothing changed. We didn't change anything, but we know things are running slower. How do you troubleshoot that stuff? Where do you start troubleshooting when somebody comes up and says there's poor performance on SQL Server? A whole bunch of different places where you could start. You could start by looking at hardware configurations. Is there something wrong with memory? Is there something wrong with, for instance, the I/O subsystem or paths to the I/O subsystem? Is there something wrong with the indexing strategies? Is there fragmentation? Is there indexes that aren't being used? Is there something wrong with the application code? Is there problems with the way that people are running queries, for instance? A whole bunch of different places you could start. But without some clear direction of where to start looking, what I find many people do when they're trying to investigate performance problems is they flail around and they waste a whole bunch of time. What I'm going to show you is how you can avoid that.